Hey y'all, thanks for joining us. We are live for our Q&A for the launch of marriedonisland.com, your new local go-to resource for planning your wedding on Galveston Island. We're here to take the stress out of wedding planning for couples because we want you guys here and we want you guys to experience this. So thank you for joining us. We are actually here on Rosenberg Street at the Petal and Shine studio. So let me introduce you guys to florist Michelle from Petal and Shine.
Hi guys, welcome in.
All right, so join us. I'm actually not alone. We've got a few more vendors here that I'd love to introduce you guys to. So this is Erica from Small Bites Mini Donuts. And we've also got Haley from Water to Wine Events. And we also have Peter from the Bryan Museum. Thank you all so much for joining us. Before we dive in, I just want to announce a couple events that we have coming up. So we have the official launch party for Married on Island, and that is going to be at Hotel Lucine, January 4th from 4 to 7 p.m. And you're going to be joining us the evening before the Bryan Museum's Winter Bridal Show. You can plan your whole wedding in one day there. So we're so excited, and we hope to see you guys at both events. So let's dive in, guys. Married on Island was created by a local vendor, a newlywed. We saw a need for a resource to help couples when planning their wedding here on Galveston Island. Let's be honest, it was a little bit harder than it should be. So we just want to take that stress and just make it easy and more accessible for more couples. So Michelle, how do you feel as a florist and a vendor here on the island? How do you think Married on Island is going to help out?
The owner and lead designer of Petal and Shine. I've been servicing the area for about 6 years now, but this is my first year in a studio space, so I'm very excited about that. I believe there is a huge advantage to having this space because it helps you guys as the clients to come in and get a look firsthand of the inventory that I have available to you, as well as gaze through the lookbook of rentals that are also available to you. Something that kind of sets us apart is that we don't just create arrangements, we really appreciate the art flow and want our arrangements to inspire others, and we will ensure you that your event is filled with that same vibrancy. MOI is a great tool to find vendors alike, and I totally believe you should utilize those tools and resources to you. Erica, anything to add?
Absolutely. As small business owners, we all have something unique to offer. With Married on the Island, it's a great resource. It also helps make the planning process so much easier. What do you think, Peter?
I think Married on Island is a great concept. It's something that's really well needed. The couples that I meet at the Bryan Museum, they're looking for something. They're looking for resources. They're looking for help. One of the first things that you'll do when you get engaged is you'll start planning immediately, and you'll need a venue and you'll need a wedding planner. I think Married on Island is really going to be beneficial to young couples who are doing this all for the first time, and hopefully only one time, and it'll be a great way to kickstart the planning process. Angela?
Peter, those were some great tips, and like you said, I hear it more often than not when brides kind of come in for their first inquiries, and this is the first time I've ever done this. I don't know. Please help me, and that's what we want to do. We want to provide a resource for people who don't know and those first timers. So we want to dive into why Married on Island is different and what sets us apart from other planning platforms. And honestly, I feel that it is our community focus, our focus on local businesses and highlighting inclusiveness. We want this to be a place for everyone, and we want everyone to be able to plan their wedding here on the island. So Haley, what are your thoughts about Married on Island and what sets us apart from other planning platforms?
Yeah, and those are all great points for what sets the platform apart from other platforms as far as like the vendors who are here and things like that. But from a planning perspective, Marriott on Island is unique in that it is Galveston specific. It's more than just a vendor directory, which is a great part of it, but it's more than just a vendor directory. It's a huge asset to have for nuances of the island, not just tips and tricks for things like permits, locations, do's and don'ts with weather, but also for all the auxiliary things that you can do here, whether it's rehearsal dinners, welcome parties, after parties, all of the different things you can do here. Marriott on Island is really like the hub for wedding focused planning. The other excellent things, I'm gonna lose my train of thought here. Ooh, wow, totally lost that train of thought.
You're good. But I want y'all to come join us over here at the couch. Let's dive more back into the weekend wedding experience that Galveston has to offer. So I'm gonna scoot on over here. Hi. This feels like friends. So, Peter, what are your thoughts on the wedding weekend experience?
Well, I think when you're planning your wedding on Galveston, you should really think of it as a destination location. You can have, like Haley was saying, you can plan your welcoming party, your ceremony, your rehearsal dinner, the whole thing on the island, even your farewell brunch. There's so many great restaurants. The architectural aspects of the city really create a great backdrop for your wedding. You'll have the most beautiful pictures that you can imagine, with all of the beautiful architecture in the city. And it's a great way to really bring your entire family and friends together for the entire weekend.
I just want to pivot off of what Peter said because something came to mind. Angela, we're working a wedding together at Leland House, and so something that couples don't usually think about is, you know, you're so set on the vendors that are, on the venues that are beautiful and that you see on a day-to-day basis here on the island, but there's so much more like those restaurants that you mentioned, like Leland House, that you wouldn't think about. So there's just so many great places to explore and kind of utilize.
I could not agree more, Michelle. I'd love to touch up on that as well. Being born on the island, there's so much unique touches that clients coming from out of state or out of country have no idea about. So Married on the Island is going to help with that. I said Married on the Island.
It's okay.
Yeah, Married on Island. We dropped the. But going off of what you guys are saying, that's something that makes Galveston so great. But Married on Island it's there, so you don't have to go and just Google places to get married in Galveston, wedding venues in Galveston, small intimate wedding venues in Galveston. If you know you are looking for something really unique, again, it's a hub that kind of cuts all of your research time in half if you are looking to do local things. Of course, we'd love for you to have a planner, and we're there to help too. But it's just a place where you can go, one central location, not have to fiddle with all of the paid ads on Google. Mm-hmm.
I think for me, and I'll jump in, my name is Juan, doing a lot of behind the scenes for video stuff, and that's what I love is video. Being born and raised on the island, one of the things I love so much about MOI is that we're not only just passionate about Galveston in general, I think all of us in one way or another, we love Galveston. We call this our home, we call this our place of work, we go surfing, we go to the Strand, we go to Art Walk, we do everything that Galveston has to offer, and I think that's one of the reasons why we love Galveston. So when there's a couple that says, hey, I want to get married on the island as a videographer, I'm like, yes, like this is the best place for you to get married. There's so many scenic places for you to go. There's so many places for people for photos. There's just a variety of stuff that people can do. And then you throw on top of that we all love the island. So we want people to have a good time while they're visiting our hometown. And all that, there's like good food. So like you can go from seafood to barbecue to a burger place to bagel places to local beer shops. Like there's just so many things you can do on the island. I think that's kind of when we all love Married on Island. So just my 2 cents, and I'll shut up.
No, I think that was absolutely perfect. And I was nervous when we started out, and the man behind the camera, I forgot to introduce. So a little round of applause for our cameraman here. Juan is an amazing talent, but you guys do so much on the island with your family and your wife and her business here. So when you work with a local vendor in a local venue, you're gonna be with someone who knows the ins and outs of the island and who actually loves and cares about your event a little bit more than someone who's just looking for a paycheck and coming in from out of state or out of town.
I'm gonna jump in. So just recently, I did a Zoom call with somebody, and one of the things that, like, in that discovery call, like, I realized what sets me apart from a lot of videographers or photographers is that when I work an event, I get invested. And I think it's the same way with all of us when we start working with people that, one, want to choose Galveston, we get invested into it. And because we're invested into it, it's no longer just their day, it becomes our day, which I think sets us apart from so many different people.
And if I could just interject real quick, I think having one of the venues here on town, the Bryan Museum, it really helps to have people that you know and trust working your wedding. We like to work in a tight-knit group. We're very inclusive. MOI will give you the resources that you need to get started. Almost everyone here lives on the island, and of course we all work on the island. And it's just a really great way to make sure that your wedding runs smoothly. That's our number one concern, is that it's a stress-free day and everything's going to go exactly the way you want. The people, the vendors, the specialists at MOI, we're all here for a reason. We want to make your wedding special, and we want to make it, you know, as easy as possible and stress-free. And I think having a concept like MOI is really going to be beneficial to the couples, because you'll have people that are already vetted and that you can trust.
I was just going to pivot off of what you guys were saying. It's something that I say religiously to all of my clients, and it sounds cliche, but it's so true because I believe it to be true. And it's that I treat all of my weddings as if they were my own, because I was there 3 short years ago, and I know what the minimal chaos but exciting part of planning is all about. And so having something like MOI is just such a great resource. Utilize it. There's tools if you don't know certain things about planning your wedding. MOI has all of that information. And another thing I wanted to add was for vendors alike, that it's just a great resource to network with people who also value the local experience.
Yeah, and going off that, you know, it's not to say that all the vendors who are on Marriott on Island are all from the island. Some of them are coming in from out of town, but they're all vetted to make sure that they are focused and here to serve couples on the island. They value the island, the experience of couples getting married here. Like you said, they're not just popping on down the causeway to collect a paycheck. You know, there's lots of other vendor directories that shall not be named too. You pay your fee and you're on there, and you can there's no vetting. You can be here, you can be listed in Houston, but you're in Dallas, and you know, however, you know, that is. But so even if the vendors who are with us on Marriott on Island, they're not necessarily all from Galveston, but everyone is committed to serving here locally.
I agree. And funny thing is, a lot of vendors work together. So we do many weddings together. It almost makes your event so seamless because you have nothing to do, because we are professional in what we do.
It also makes our day better, because what's better than showing up to work with all your favorite people?
And I have something to add to that too that I was going to say in the beginning, is that, you know, we truly see our work as an art form. It's not just a service, and I think that's what's so special about all the people that I work with on the island.
So the very first step, I think, is to reach out to the MOI website. It'll have all of our resources on there, but you can also, like Angela said, you can attend the 2 events that are coming up. The kickoff party on the 4th of January at the Lucine, and then the Bryan Museum Bridal Show the next day, where you'll actually get to talk to some of us in person, and you'll get a chance to meet other MOI members and really get a chance to just start your wedding process. I mean, once you get started, everything else starts rolling and falls into place.
That's great. We're really looking forward to those 2 events. Have we gotten any questions rolling in? No? That's okay.
Oh, but if you do watch this video later on and you do have questions, please use MOI to your advantage and contact us through there because we'd be happy to answer any of those lingering questions.
Yes, please visit the website for more information, to find more resources. You can find links for tickets to the launch party. It is free, but we would love for you to go ahead and RSVP, please. We are in the business of RSVPing. And
Yes, we are.
please, as well, sign up for the Bryan Museum's Winter Bridal Show. You do not want to miss this event. Again, that's going to be your opportunity to meet all of your vendors in person. A lot of us will be there as well. We're really looking forward to it.
Come make a weekend out of planning.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I guess that about wraps it up, guys. Yeah? Anything else? Okay. Yes, so,
Introduce ourselves?
yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, again, my name is Michelle Lopez. I am the owner and lead designer of Petal and Shine, an event florist located here on the island.
I am Haley Handley. I am the planner and designer for Water to Wine events. I serve Houston and Galveston, especially based couples, through wedding management all the way to full service planning and design.
I am Angela Cameron, founder of Married on Island, and I am also the founder of Salty Skin and Hair. So we provide hair and makeup services for all of your events.
Hi guys, I'm Erica Villarreal, owner of Small Bites. We're an on-site mini donut company that comes out and fry hot, fresh donuts right in front of your guests. We're here to make all your events just a little sweeter.
And I am Peter Ochoa. I am the director of events for the Bryan Museum. We are an art and history museum. We've got a beautiful glass conservatory for the receptions. We've got an acre and a half of beautiful gardens and a gazebo in which to have the ceremony. I've been there for 10 years, and we've done hundreds of weddings, and we can't wait to do yours next.
And I'm Juan, using this reflector to tell you who I am. I am a owner of VO Creative. We love capturing stories, and I think every wedding needs to be documented. So if you don't document it, you're missing out. And this is the team.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Bye, thank you.
Love it.
I don't know how to
love it.
How do you end a live stream?
Oh, I know, those are the words. I always turn it to my face. We'll figure it out, guys. Bear with us.
I'm really trying to figure out how to turn this off. Please help me.
Oh, yeah.